Hello. So, I mentioned last night that I was gonna have 3 saves ready to go. So 3 shots, right? Well, I didn't do that because I remembered some particular equipment that I happen to have. So instead of playing through this fight 3 times, this fight against Lion 3 times, I'm going to just use some equipment. If and or when I lose this fight with the final boss, I will make it so you can see exactly what I'm doing, because it makes me feel smart. Anyway, we watched this cutscene yesterday. I'm not worried about it. The Demon King's like, oh, you did it. Now I have to fight the Demon King. So I want to put you here. Let's get some of my heavy... You'll also notice I didn't actually use Renak. I just kind of figured that... Oh, you know what? There's actually something I did want to do. I did actually want to probably take away that killing edge and give him a pure water, but you know, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Just dive right the fuck in. Let the monsters come. Let's see what the fuck they can do. This motherfucker. God, he's summoning so many fucking guys. Jeez Louise. So let's focus on clearing out some of these guys. I will not be surprised if Gilliam gets poisoned here. Yeah. Not surprised in the slightest. So that's a pretty fixable issue. I actually want Nami to shoot this guy down. And what I'll probably wind up doing is leaving a group kind of in the middle here. What do I want to do about this guy right here? Probably some form of magic will be my best bet. Yeah, Hellfire. It seems like it'll work just fine on this guy. As far as you go, I need to do something about you as well. I mean, I can just throw Solid like right here. He won't be able to double on that. Cella's not going to be the right answer here. I think it's just gotta be Mulder, which I'm not thrilled about. I don't really want Mulder to get close. I need him to do other shit. I'm glad he didn't get hit by stone, though. That would have been a fucking tragedy. I would have called the save toast and immediately gotten another one. Let's get Cormag in there. Have him break out the Vidofner. 17. I'm not worried about Cormag getting hit for 17. He'll be alright. And I'm not worried about not being able to crit on this guy. So that's 22. Yeah, 17 is getting hit for 17 is okay. So that's, yeah, okay, cool. I don't have to. I've knocked his health down low enough that I don't have to count it anymore. As far as the rest go, I actually kind of want to send Dwessel and Seth over here. And I'm going to send Garrick and probably Ephraim over here. I want Sala, and I'm going to send Joshua with this group as well. And Erica's going to just hang out, and I want Sala to be around down here. So it looks like Cormag is decent chance of getting hit for another 17, which is extremely bearable. Should be reasonably bearable anyway. He shouldn't have any trouble killing anybody who goes to try to attack him. That's the only real issue, is where I left Nami, but it's okay because only people who attack at range can get at her at this point. So she'll be all right, and Cormag will not have any trouble killing any of the random enemies that decide they want to mess with him. So it should be fine, but I'll still go over what I've got, just in case I don't wind up actually needing it. The one thing I'm not looking forward to, though, is that I might wind up breaking Wiedoffner. So if it gets really low, I might burn a hammer and charge to fix it. I'm not worried about this guy with his rune sword. I'm probably not even going to bother killing him. The rune sword doesn't do a whole lot of damage. If he gets close, that's one thing. But if not, you know, I'm not going to bother. There's no point. So we didn't summon any more guys. Gilliam's going to take a little bit of damage from being poisoned. I want you to use Physic on Cormag, I think. Would Mend be better? Would Mend and then Rescue be better? I can't reach you with your Mend. I can reach with that. I'm going to have Nami just... I'm not going to burn the Nidhogg on this guy. It's not worth it. I'm just going to have Nami take a step back and do whatever she's going to do. Make this guy stop doing whatever stupid shit he's doing. I do not want Erica to get close. I'm gonna have Gilliam finish this guy off, I think. Yeah, I'll just use the axe, it's fine. It's guaranteed hit pretty much no matter what. So realistically, as long as Cormag has like 40-ish health, he'll be fine. So I honestly do think that a Physic should be fine. It should heal him for at least 14. Since the Demon King can't actually hit me for a critical, I'm not worried about that. He does have some more damaging stuff potentially. I think Ravager does more damage. Nightmare is fucking brutal, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. For now, I'm just gonna keep on beating in with Cormag and see what happens. Yep, that's to be expected, and honestly not that bad, so. And down here, I just want to make this guy go away. You can't do it with just that. I mean, yeah, Steel Lance is good, it's plenty. Yeah, no, it's especially plenty now. Cormag should be fine. Taking another turn of attacks. Demon Light, it's fine. So actually, this guy should be dead after this turn, I think, actually. Cormag is hitting for 22s, so and he's consistently doubling with Wiedoffner, so he should be toast here. I'm still gonna heal him just in case anything funny happens, but hey, Mulder leveled up, that's fun. Also, I did notice last turn that I had access to a support conversation. So, Gilliam, did you hear something? No, I didn't hear a thing. It was just in my head, that can't be good. Mulder, you've been working yourself too hard, you should rest. I'm not tired in the slightest, I'm fine. Cannot believe you don't hear it. Is something wrong with your ears? My hearing is fine. Then why can't you hear it? I'm starting to worry about that noise. Uh-oh. Mulder's going senile on us. Yeah, this should be the last attack before this guy's toast, so... Should be. If I miss, it'll be a different story, but... Things are looking pretty good as far as that not happening. Awesome. Yeah, I think my mistake yesterday mostly was just trying to use Joshua to take out the Demon King. It's over, isn't it? The legends of old have been mirrored in our actions today. We've done far more than the legends ever told. We've destroyed the Demon King's body. He can never come back. In that ancient battle, it took the might of the 5 heroes to do what we did. We did not have their extraordinary power to draw upon. We conquered darkness and restored peace to the land, thanks to you. It was because you never gave in, you never stopped fighting. None of you, not once. Thank you. This means we've accomplished our mission. I must relay the good news to King Hayden at once. I'm sure Father will be most pleased. This means peace will be restored, doesn't it? Shall I fly back to Frelia and let him know? I'm sure he knows. After all, we were together and that ensured our victory. Of course. Looks like we're on the outside looking in, eh? Even so, the fighting's over, and that's something to be happy about. Well, that took some doing, but we finally finished the job. We certainly earned our pay. Please tell me we're going to enjoy it. Let's go home, Chief. Could stop in the guild and get our next contract, eh? Wonder what Johanna will do now. It'll all work out. After all said and done, it's our home. Time for Garrick's band to ride. Looks like I should be getting back as well. Homecoming time. It's over, isn't it? The demon that drove Grotto to madness is dead and gone. The war is over, but so much remains to be done. Our country lost this war. The road ahead will be long and hard. It's a road we must travel. That's the burden survivors must shoulder. And we must fulfill the dreams of Emperor Vigard and Prince Lion. Dalza, Rennek, we've done it. It's a job well done. It's finally over, so it's about time for me to hold it. I gave you no orders to leave. I'm the Princess of Roston, lest you forget. I have many missions yet to fulfill. Come, Dalza, Rennek, it's time to go. The darkness, it's gone. That's the end. I guess so. Let's return home. Our friends and family will be worrying about us. What? Hey, teacher, where are you going? Wait up, I'm coming with you. You did well, Ross. You're a true warrior, my pride and joy. You're still the best father. That's right, my father's the best warrior in all Magville. I'm glad everyone's so happy, but they better not forget that they won only with our help. Right, Amy? We all worked together. Wasn't that great, Colm? Don't start crying, please. O glorious light, were you to witness to our victory. The foul demon has been purged from the earth. The ancient demon king was as powerful as the scrolls described, and yet in the end we were able to defeat him. After all, there's no one better than us. Your continued safety is all that matters to me, Princess Erica. General, Princess Erica, we can finally return to Reneus, can't we? We can all go home, all of us unharmed. I'm exhausted. I'd like nothing more than to laze about a while. Alas, we're not going to have that opportunity, are we, Prince Ephraim? The reconstruction of Reneus is going to keep us busy. Keep your strength up. I'm going to need you in the days ahead. The war is over. Victory is ours. Now we ride for home. Ephraim, it's time I must be going. I'm still Princess of Roston after all. There's much to which I must attend. Reneus and Roston are far apart, but that distance can be managed somehow. If you and I were to be betrothed, that is. I wonder if I appear too forward. No, how silly of me. Ephraim, I must return to Darkling Woods. With my father gone, much responsibility falls on my shoulders. Yet I would ask, may I come and visit you from time to time? We of Frelia will do what we can to aid in the restoration of Reneus. If you have need of our assistance, you can come to me at any time. And another thing. It wasn't such a bad thing fighting on the same side as you. That's all. The day will come, though. One day we will see who is the better. Where are you going, brother? We've endured so much to get home, and now... I'm sorry. I must journey to Grotto. I just received word from Seth. In the south, within the Empire, there's been an enormous landslide. Word is it was so great that whole cities were destroyed. They say the damage is so severe the Empire itself is in danger. That's why I must go to Grotto. The people are saying this is Grotto's divine punishment, but these are the same citizens Lion wanted nothing more than to protect. I cannot ignore their plight. Our country is recovering, but we cannot rest easy. Someone must stay to protect the realm. I will take your place until you return. I will wait for you in Reneus, brother. I can always depend on you, Erica. The type of king we often spoke of, strong and kind in measure, an ideal king. People of Reneus and Grotto are under my protection, and I won't fail them. Watch and see. So yeah, it's the main story of that game. It's really good. So anyway, I have a device with which I can dump Game Boy and Game Boy Advance cartridges, but another feature of it is that I can back up saves and put them onto cartridges. So I just earlier this afternoon I just played through that first fight again, and then saved right before the last turn, and just dumped the save onto my computer. So I just have that save. And if I encountered the same difficulties I did yesterday, I was just gonna shut the console off, throw the cartridge into the thing, and put the save back on there, just so I didn't have to do that fight again. I did also slightly just move a couple items around and decide to use Garrick instead of Renak. I felt like Garrick would be generally more useful, not having, being forced to drag Erica with me, being that I just, she was just so low level, there just wasn't anything I could really do with her without putting her in like severe danger, and I didn't really want to do that, so I figured that having one more unit that I could use to I could actually use like in combat would be a good thing. Yeah, frankly, remembering that I have this thing and getting the save set up just took a lot less time than I expected. So, my name is Lion. Yep, that's me, the son of the Emperor. You're Prince Ephraim and Princess Erica from Reneus, aren't you? I heard you were coming, and I've been waiting here all day. I've always I don't have any friends my own age. So Prince Ephraim, Princess Erica, what do you say? From now on, let's be friends. Oh, it tells me how many turns all my shit took here, huh? "361 turns through the whole game. I'm sure you can do it in a lot less." Seth returned to Reneus with Ephraim and his fellow knights. His dedicated service made him the most trusted of the new king and queen's guardsmen, as well as the most famous of knights in all of Reneus. He continued to serve Reneus with the same devotion they had during the War of the Stones. His generous nature and easy smile made him a favorite among the people. Gilliam returned to his home of Frelia, where he continued to serve the crown as a faithful knight. His imposing countenance was said to strike fear in the hearts of even the most arrogant and brash of Frelia's new recruits. After the War of the Stones, Mulder continued to serve the royal family of Frelia. His wisdom served to guide King Innes as it had served King Hayden before him. She remained on active duty as an airborne knight in Frelia's army. Her beauty and determination became the standard to which her fellow knights aspired. It's really hard to read this text when it's scrolling so slow. He returned to Ide, village of his youth, and helped rebuild it after the bandit attack that brought it to ruin. Years later, he set out on his own to perfect his fighting skill and hone both body and spirit. He returned to Ide to help with its reconstruction after the bandit attack. Afterward, he re-enlisted in the army, serving Rheneas as a troop leader. His strength, valor, and experience inspired many. He politely refused an invitation to become a spy for Rheneas, returning instead to his hometown. He spent the rest of his days as a chivalrous rogue, helping those in need from the shadows. She returned to her village and passed her days in peace and quiet. Years later, she traveled to the capital of Rheneas as an archery instructor for their military. She never could resist a good cry. Arthur moved to Rheneas to help rebuild the shattered country. He worked without rest to ease the pain and grief of those who suffered during the war. His self-sacrifice made him into a folk hero among the peasantry. After the War of the Stones, Lute returned to Rheneas to continue her arcane studies. She spent far less time locked in her library, preferring now to explore the outside world. She grew into a great and well-traveled sage. I didn't make her into a sage, though. Joshua returned to Johanna and ruled over it as king. His skills as a leader had grown great, and Johanna flourished as never before. He never outgrew his love of travel and games of chance. Once the war was over, Natasha returned to Grotto to help rebuild the empire. She dedicated herself to easing the grief of those families that lost soldiers during the war. Upon Ford's return to Rheneas, his secret hobby of painting was discovered. He was commissioned as a court artist. His work grew popular, and his days became so busy that he often regretted his career change. His service to the royal family of Rheneas continued without change. He became a battalion commander and gained much trust and responsibility for training new recruits. Tana lived happily in the prosperous post-war Frelia. She flew to Rheneas often to visit her dear friend Erica. As time went on, he succeeded his father, Aidan, as king of Frelia. His resourcefulness and tactical prowess helped him build a court of loyal vassals that served to lead the country to greater prosperity. Cyrene continued as commander of Frelia's Pegasus Knights. Her grace and beauty in flight were the subject of many songs and paintings, and her popularity soared. Following the war, she returned to Grotto to assist in her country's reconstruction. She surrounded herself with new friends and used the strength she found on the battlefield to live her life in happiness. Following the war, Dwessel returned to Grotto, where he was instrumental in its rebuilding. He spent his remaining years watching over Grotto and sharing his wisdom with other nations as an expert combat instructor. Noel returned to Grotto, where he dedicated himself to rebuilding it and fulfilling Lion's vision. When the country was restored to its former glory, he disappeared without a trace, never to be seen again. Cormag returned to Grotto to assist in the reconstruction of his country. Shortly after, he left to wander on his own. When he reappeared, he rejoined the army not as a knight, but as a common soldier. She succeeded her uncle as ruler of the Ralston theocracy several years after the war ended. She never lost her unique perspective on life. She spent much of her rule visiting the neighboring countries. As Larachelle rose to become queen, he remained by her side. Watching Larachelle grow to become the queen she was destined to be was Dasla's greatest joy in life. Larachelle summoned Renak back to Ralston, and he was forced to return. He was never able to escape his service to the self-centered princess who became queen. Admittedly, he didn't try very hard. Garrick continued as a mercenary. Over the years, his reputation grew so great that he had more job offers than he could handle. One day, without warning, he left, never to return. She danced from city to city, and the entire continent became her stage. Her fame grew and grew, and large crowds gathered wherever she performed. Ewan continued his studies, modeling his life after the teachings of Sala. Eventually, his education branched off into different paths. His insatiable curiosity led him on a trip to explore the world. Marissa became battalion leader for an elite mercenary force. Many men sought to challenge her to a duel, and none of them stood up to her blade. Now we're getting into the people I never used. Sala returned to Caer Palin, where he remained a faithful servant of the Manakete. His days were not spent in isolation, though. Many of the friends he met during the War of the Stones came to visit his village. After bidding her farewells to Ephraim, she returned to Darkling Woods. She lived a long and full life, served by the people of Caer Palin, and comforted by the memories of her dear friends. Erica returned to Rheneas and began the reconstruction effort with her brother Ephraim. Seeing peace return to the lives of her people filled her with happiness. Her smile became a symbol of her people's joy. Busy days awaited him upon his return to Rheneas. He oversaw the rebuilding not only of his own country, but also of the entire continent of Magvel. His work was difficult, but his success made him a legend. Alright, finally, now I can stop reading all that slow-ass text. Alright. Oh shit, does it make me have to sit through all this again? Oh my god, it does. Oh my god. How do I make it so that I can do the fucking post game? Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I don't want to read all this again. Oh, thank God. Let me create a siren split conversation map. Alright, beautiful. Excellent. Now I can do now we are in the post game and I'm allowed to do a bunch of shit. So yeah, there's a mystery shot. Like, so in the post game there's actually a lot of shit that you get access to. Like, you just get access to like mystery shops where you can buy all of the stat increase items as well as all of the class upgrade items. And a lot of like powerful weapons and stuff. The other notable thing is that now completing the Lagdu Ruins and Tower of Volney actually unlocks more units. Let me double check what that is. That's the wrong game. Sacred Stones, recruitment. So if I finish the 3rd floor of this, I get Kalok. If I finish the 6th floor, I get Orson. If I beat 200 or more enemies in the same run, I get Riev. If I get to the end, I get Ismaer. If I beat the Tower of Volney 3 times, I get Selena. And then you can get Glenn, Hayden, Valter, Fado, and Lion as well. So let's let's get some people who want to level up moving here, even if they kind of suck a little bit. Actually, I do want to take like a steel sword. Ross is fine. I'm gonna give him a steel sword in addition. I'm actually gonna drop these off. I don't really feel like I need them. Arter, I would like to give some kind of healing item if possible. I'll just give him one of these vulneraries, I suppose. Ewan's fine. Noel is fine. Franz needs just like anything. Let's give him an iron sword. That's all he can use. Let's give him an iron lance, because why not? And just for funsies, let's give him a javelin too. Let's give him a vulnerary as well. Marissa just needs things. I'm going to give her a slim sword, a shamshir, and a vulnerary. I don't have anybody who can heal in this group, actually. So I'm actually going to change a little bit here. Fuck Marissa. She's bad anyway. I'm going to grab probably... I mean, is Natasha or Lara Shell, really? I think it's going to be a Lara Shell. Partially because she's already got stuff anyway, so like, it's fine. Let's just dive right in. For the most part, with a lot of these floors, I tend to prefer it where the enemies kind of come to me instead of me chasing down the enemies. So that's kind of what I'm going to be leaning towards here. I don't know how much of this I'm going to do, necessarily, but... So realistically, I care more about getting the mages that I brought along leveled up where I can than anybody else out of the group that I brought. They're either already almost at the level cap anyway, or they are like they're advanced jobs, and I'm not gonna fret too much about not getting people with advanced jobs maxed out or anything. Oh, Arthur can't even kill this guy, huh? Unless he gets a crit, I guess, but... Oh, okay. I spoke too soon, I suppose. I mean, I'll take it. I won't complain. And honestly, the only reason I'm having Larashell use heal here is because I want her to get some experience. Put Erica right there and leave the rest kind of alone. See where the enemies go from there. Hey, that's not bad. I'm not upset about that. Poison bow, that's annoying. Oh well, it's fine. I don't really have any serious intentions of making a big push to actually finish the tower right now. And like the ruins are brutal. They're absolutely brutal. So I mostly just want to try to get some of these weaker guys leveled up now. Because once again, like I got through the whole story without actually losing any units, which is great. But now the objective is to it's the word that I want. The objective now is to get at least one of every unit to make them not like suck super bad, basically. I don't want to use Nosferatu. I can't double with Nosferatu, so. And for some of these people, I am just gonna make them into like second, you know, like whatever class they are. Like Ross, I intend to make into a berserker because I don't really feel like he'd make the best hero, and I don't really need a second hero. Plus, like if I go through the third floor, I'll get a second hero anyway, which I might do. I don't know if this group can necessarily handle it, but we'll see. I'm playing a lot of this stuff by ear most of the time, so. We'll see how things shake out. I don't know. Arter is really like the weak link here. So what level does this put Noel at exactly? 14? Okay. Now here's the real question. Oh yeah, he should be able to kill him with a javelin. No, he can't. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Franz. Appreciate that. Yeah, I pretty much abandoned Franz as soon as like better units came along. That sounds awful, but it's true. There we go. There it goes fine. I'm gonna try to get Arter to take this guy out. Oh, awesome. If only he could do that twice. Apparently not, though. Let's have Ewan finish this guy off right here. Have Arter take this guy out. Yeah, I'll do the next floor. The next floor is not that bad. Third floor might be a bit of a fucking problem, though. Just to kind of prep for that. Let me see here. I do appreciate that it lets me swap units in and out between floors. That's really nice. So I might, if I do decide I want to like make a push to like finish this whole thing right now. I will be. I actually do want to get rid of this hatchet. I've been like meaning to for ages, and I just haven't. Yeah, you can double with the lance, so let's go for it. Take out the longbow guy too. That's a bonus. Perfectly fine. I'm perfectly happy getting rid of the hatchet, honestly. It's not worth using a charge of the staff that lets you repair your equipment with. Absolutely not worth it, even a little bit. Cool. What's his dark magic weapon level now? C? That's actually pretty good. Iron bow, that's fun to find. Take out this other archer right here. Yeah, hand axe will be fine. Hand axes are pretty easy to get more of, so I'm not worried about using it. So these guys just fully advance. Any of my guys missing any health by chance? Ross is, but he's far away. Not somewhere where Lara Shell can get at him. Yeah, the other nice thing about messing around in one of these like dungeons is that it gives me an opportunity to burn through some of the like random weapons that I have lying around and other things that I just don't really want or need to hold on to. So you have all these iron lances I can just get rid of now, basically, without like directly throwing them away. Which is quite nice. I'll top off Ross here. Probably move him down and equip him with something a little more appropriate to getting into proper fights. Actually, I'll just have Ross kill this archer instead. Makes more sense, I think. This guy's a rune sword, that's fun. Damn. I was kind of hoping that he'd at least make impact. I want Arter to move so I can give you a chance to try to hit this guy right now. Damn. Nobody can fucking hit this guy. That really sucks. Gee, I wonder what my my funny little axe guy is gonna do with the lance. Easier could I just drop him off. Have Lara Shell heal up front. It's fine. The only annoying thing is that, actually, yeah, some guys are gonna spawn down towards the bottom of this map. Yeah. So having some people stick around to kind of try to deal with that seems smart. Leave those 4 there to deal with it. Have the rest kind of just work their way on up here. Call it good. Yeah, I beat the final boss. You missed it. I even had a backup save ready to go. Oh, Franz is dead. That means I get to reset. Yeah, as it turns out, fighting the final boss with Cormag was really easy. I do not want to go back. Yeah, I know, right? I bet everybody is just absolutely floored. But what you miss, the other important thing that you miss is now there are secret shops accessible from the world map where you can buy strong weapons and all of the class upgrade items and all of the stat increasing items. And then additionally, reaching certain points in the tower and the ruins down here let you recruit 2 free characters. I'll try the ruins this time. I'll actually bring some decent units along with me as well. The ruins are fucking brutal. They're really hard. So completely ignoring what units I'm using. There's just a lot of guys. A lot of stuff to do. There's this crack in the wall which I could probably break out, but whatever. So I would like to... I kind of feel like I need Cormag right now, so I'm going to keep him around. The only person I don't actually want to bring along with me among this group is Erica. Actually want to put Moss instead. Just dive right the fuck in, call it good. Yeah, 40 enemies on this map to start. And all of them are like strong enemies too. They're not just like random trash. It's like proper strong enemies. So it is not an easy thing to be doing. Yeah, kinda, except not really. This is more like everybody gets to... You get to grind forever mode. If you really want to, anyway. You don't have to if you don't want it. My only real motivation for grinding in this game at this point is I want to get it to where I have one of every unit, basically. Like every single type of unit that I can have, I want one of each. That's kind of the goal at this point. It's funny. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just I'm just amused by the thought of, oh, you fucked up so bad that you died when you tried to attack me. Devil Axe, huh? I'm not really a huge fan of those. Ah, so we can't double on this guy, which is kind of unfortunate. Can with the hatchet. So I guess we're hatcheting this guy. The other nice thing too is that like I've got a lot of random weapons that are just like broken and not good anymore. Like this hatchet, for instance, it's got one more use. Anyway, after the I'm probably only gonna do I might do another map after this one. I'm not really sure just yet. But the tower is like the easy one, and the ruins are like the hard one. There are 8 maps in the tower and 10 in the ruins. And these ruins ones are fucking brutal. There are definitely some characters that absolutely, under no circumstances, am I bringing into the ruins anytime soon, just because they would get obliterated. All these enemies are quite hard, so. But you can get some pretty good equipment, and you can get a lot of experience pretty quick as well. Like Ross's experience is currently maxed. So yeah, there's still 33 guys here. Anyway, I believe that this will put Cormac at the max level now. Yeah. Cormac's at the level cap too. His stats didn't even go up. That's actually really funny, I'm not gonna lie. That's like objectively the funniest thing he could have done. Yeah, Ross is at the level cap and Cormac is at the level cap now. So I'm probably gonna be using a lot less Cormac just in general. Don't attack with Ross. Attack with anybody but Ross. Ross does not need the experience other people do. But before you got here, I explained that the reason I actually didn't intend to stream today because I'm like, you know, getting through this fight 3 times is gonna take ages. But then I remembered, oh yeah, I can just like dump Game Boy Advance saves on my computer. So like, I don't really need to do a substantial amount of work. I just need to beat it once, and then I dump the save, and then I don't have to think about it ever again. Yeah, I knew that the Silver Lance was going to be toast sooner rather than later. Let's see what it gives him. Killer Lance? That's fine. I can get more of those, no problem. Joshua does not need to be equipped with Aldolma. I don't need to be burning it. Nice attempt. But it did not shake out very well for you there, boss. Toxin Lance is a little spooky, but I can generally deal with it. I'm okay. In fact, oh no, it didn't go into this fucking supply. That sucks. Anyway. I was kind of hoping that, so one of the items that I picked up, you might remember, it was a like it was a class promotion item, but it's a class promotion item that you can use on any class basically. So I was gonna just hop into my inventory real quick and grab it so I could throw it on Ross. But that'll just have to wait for between fights, I think. So yeah, a lot of what I'm doing is I'm just trying to kind of get the enemy to come closer to me more than having them than getting in to where they are. That way I can just kind of do whatever I gotta do to take them out. But I'm probably going to do something a little different with these guys that are to the south here. By the way, if you remember that bolting book I picked up a while back, I don't know if you saw that, but I did pick up a bolting book of my own. I used that in the last fight. I burned all the way through it. To be fair, though, it was worth it. Being able to kill people from across the map is really handy, as it turns out. Oh, hi, reinforcements. I just want to break this fucking hatchet already. I just want the hatchet to go. I don't want it. I need it to be gone. So no matter what I've got equipped, I can't double on that this big guy over here. So I'm just gonna use the sword because I know I have some axe guys coming up pretty soon. I'm actually gonna have Nami finish this guy off. I'm gonna have Joshua kinda go over there as well. Have loot be Ephraim. I could stand to give a little bit of health to Ephraim. William's fine. Ephraim's fine. Ephraim needs a little bit of health. Do any of these guys have ranged attacks by chance? This guy does have a brave bow. I do want it. So I don't. Whatever I do, I don't really want to incentivize that guy to use his brave bow. So in that case, what I'll do then is throw down a physic on Ephraim instead of getting close and using like a mend or a heal or something. Just in case. And I'll just put Cormag over there, put loot vaguely over here. Yeah, if people decide that they want to try to fight Cormag, that's on them. That's their problem, not mine. God, twirling that big sword has never not been cool. Even though generals are honestly probably worse than like the Great Knights, like what Dwessel is. Generals are probably worse than those. But generals are just fucking cooler, so I don't care. My silver lands. It's fine. Uh-oh. Gilliam might take some damage. Whoa, he did it. Anyway. Yeah, dudes in huge armor is always going to be way cooler than dude in some armor riding a horse. Hey, he did it. Good job, Gilliam. Now, finally, the reason that I had this fucking sword equipped. Alright, fingers crossed that this guy doesn't use the brave bow. I'd like another one. Oh, I don't know what Gilliam's gonna be equipped with now. Axe, that's fine. If Gilliam's gonna get attacked with an axe, that's subjectively the best thing he could be equipped with. I don't need Cormac using Vidofnir. I really don't. No, he's breaking out the brave bow. Damn it. Kinda hoping he wouldn't, so I could take it. More reinforcements. Okay, let's see here. Let's give him the killing edge. It's fine. Oh no, Cormac is poisoned. I don't care. I really don't care. He's fine. Little to none of these enemies can actually do damage to Cormac, so I really do not care if he's poisoned. What bow do you have equipped? An iron bow? Okay, then you are absolutely not a concern. I'm just gonna have Ephraim move a little bit. I like how this guy has a killer bow and he can't crit with it because of that Hoplin shield I have on Joshua. He's just not allowed to get a crit. It's very amusing to me. Simply illegal. That's why I had Joshua kill Lion, just because like I knew that Lion was able to do ridiculous amounts of damage, and with that knowledge, it's just like, okay, how do I want to do this then? Oh, this guy's actually got like a spear or whatever. I'm just gonna have Ross finish this guy off. Even though he doesn't really need to. Still gonna do it anyway. You've got a steel lance, steel sword, spear. You're the boss. You have a bow. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna put Gilliam like right there. I'll equip him with a lance for fun. Just in case, though. Top off Gilliam here. Just seems like a good idea. Yeah, Mulder does just straight up look like a guy. I want to attract that spider. There we go. Lethal talent, huh? Alright, Naomi being poisoned I do kind of care about. But her getting a crit is very nice, too. This means the spider goes away. So I'm gonna have to fix Naomi here in a minute. I'm not too worried about it. I can, I have anti-poisons in my, like, supply, so I can grab one of those or whatever and be alright. Hammer's a little unpleasant, but it's bearable. So what I can do here, supply, drop off the steel axe, hang on, and take one of these antitoxins out and use it. Dragon Shield. Bye. Don't need you. Gonna have Cormac go with these guys, I guess. Let's just be there. I like how these guys keep just attacking Gilliam, and Gilliam just keeps killing them immediately. Oh, finally, somebody who isn't going to instantly die when I go to attack him. Oh, hi, more reinforcements. Guy's got a steel blade equipped right now. Yeah, I'll just kill him with kill this guy with my lance, break the silver lance on this guy, and then when the spider if the spider and the other guy tries to hit Gilliam rather, he'll have an axe equipped himself, so the other guy won't get like an advantage over him or something based on his weapon. Check the movement range. Okay. Cool. Just in range of physic. That way there's no potential for a mishap. I don't really mind it. It's just kind of an extra... I totally understand. Like, I'm personally just kind of like used to it, basically. Like, I'm not really upset about it. I'm pretty over it. But I totally understand not being a fan of it. It's not like I think it's like a great system that the games are better for having necessarily, but I understand. Because like realistically, forcing you to look at your weapons more like resources than just like constants kind of just makes you have to oh fuck. Cool. Get to reset again. Don't get to keep any of that shit. But yeah, I totally understand. I forgot loot only had 18 health. Probably should have sent Cormac over there. Oh well. Can't remember. Was there any kind of like interesting? No. So yeah, there's a secret shop in Ralston. There's one here. This one's got the Oh yeah, I forgot. This one's got Purge, Bolting, and Fenrir in it. Oh yeah, and you can buy lockpicks here too. Now what about the one in Grotto? Alright, this one's pretty similar. Can't remember if there are any more. I don't think so. No. Is there a store in Carapellin? Yeah, there's like a normal shop. Yeah, you can buy fun shit in there. But yeah. Fire Emblem Sacred Stones is pretty good. Let me see here. So anyway, the plans for like class upgrades, I'm literally gonna make Kyle, Ford, and Franz into paladins. Vanessa, I want to make into a Wyvern Knight. Ross, I'm going to make into a Berserker. Garcia, I want to make into a Warrior. Arter, he could be either a Sage or a Bishop. I'll probably make him into a Bishop. Natasha, I can't remember what job classes she can be. I've got it all written down actually. Yeah, Natasha I'd make into a Valkyrie probably. Tana I would probably make into a Falco Knight. Amelia I probably would make another General, honestly. Tethys can't be upgraded. Marissa, I think I wanted to make her into a Swordmaster, yeah. Ewan. So Ewan's in kind of a unique spot in that either Ewan or Noel would be good at either job that you can turn a shaman into. But whichever one I make, whichever one I decide to upgrade first will wind up a summoner, and the other one will wind up a druid. Larachelle is gonna wind up a Valkyrie, and that's it. Oh yeah, there's one other like interesting thing that you can do here. Let me go in here. It's the easiest place. Yeah, there's something interesting that you can actually do. Get rid of Erica, get rid of Gilliam. Let me just get rid of everybody here. Because I need Vanessa, Tana, and Cyrene. And in addition to that, I'll bring Cormac so I can max him out. I'll bring Ross so I can max him out. Bring Noel, bring Ewan. Not Natasha, where are you? Where is Larachelle? So anyway, there's something interesting that you can do, actually. Let me just get like some of these guys to move a little bit. Yeah, the interesting thing that you can do requires, in this game, Tana, Cyrene, and Vanessa, and I think they all still need to be on Pegasus, whatever the word is, whatever the plural is for that. I think they all still need to be, but I'm not sure. Well, it might be okay if one of them's a Wyvern Knight, but yeah, probably Pegasi. It's probably a smarter way to do it. No, I won't actually. I need to like clear out some fucking space over here or something. This is a bit of an issue. Wow, 50 gold. Whoa. Better not spend it all in one place. I think this is the first time I've ever actually done a fight with Tana in this game. Okay, so let's see if somebody decides to go somewhere that makes sense for me to be able to do this strange thing that is, I don't think, ever actually mentioned in the game. Oh, we got a crit. That's fun. Using Nosferatu as well. Cool. Thanks for the 4 health, I guess. Okay. I just want to... Yeah, I want to heal up. I'd like to heal up Tana. So what I'm going to do is this. I know we can do this. Triangle attack. So the only way to do that is you have to have all 3. You have to have Tana, Vanessa, and Cyrene. You have to position them in a triangle around an enemy and then have one of them initiate an attack. I don't think that that is indicated in at any spot anywhere in the game or otherwise. It's like the sort of shit that you just have to like stumble across on your own. But it's one of those, I just think it's neat type of things. If I remember right, I think it's just like a guaranteed crit that that has a unique animation, which is cool, no matter what, but... Just trying to finish off this last level for Ross. And for Vanessa to get her capped out, so I can upgrade her at some point. I'm gonna let Null kill this guy, I think, honestly. I may as well keep messing around in here, why not, right? So anyway, let's break out some slightly different units just because I finished the thing I wanted to do, so... I have one more unit left that I'm allowed to use here. I'm actually gonna not use... yeah, I'll use Cormac, I guess. Bring Namie. And as far as items go... give you another Steel Lance. You're good, actually. Drop off this chest key. And while it's on my mind, I don't want him to be carrying that thing around. He doesn't need it. Get rid of that spear too. Huh. Did I not pick that thing up, or...? No. No, not the steel blade. Give you this, I'll give you this iron sword. Dive right in. I mean, at the end of the day, if I have to go and buy an ocean seal, it's not really a big deal. It's not exactly complicated to not use Ross for a while. I mean, I did it for most of the game anyway. Well, the thing is that completing these dungeons actually gives you money. Not directly. Like, you get, like, gems and stuff, and, like, if you get drops that you don't need, you can always sell them and stuff. Worst case, if I just gotta run the tower a bunch of times with, like, shit weapons, I have to run the tower a bunch of times with, like, shit weapons. It's whatever. It's not really a big deal. It's actually a really good level. The other thing, too, is I'm not exactly, like, hurting for another Berserker. So, if Ross gets to sit on the sidelines as a pirate for a while, it's whatever. I'm over it. I don't care. Alright, there. Now I just don't need to use Ross anymore. I didn't mean to use Vito if near here, but it's whatever. Well, I don't need to use Cormac anymore anyway, at this point either, really. Oh, no, never mind. I gotta get him into one more fight. Oh. Perfect. I'll get him into this fight. No, I don't even have to do that. Javelin. That's actually moderately useful. Hey, that's good. Actually, I'd like to stay away from being that close to that wall, just because the game loves to throw dudes with longbows in this map. So anybody who can get in trouble with a who can get in trouble because of a longbow, I'd like to stay away from over there if possible. I mean, it's not an issue for Cormag, but it is for Vanessa. Which, I mean, I could fix right now if I really wanted. Which, I mean, I may as well. Not like he's gonna need it for a terribly long time at this point. Oh, this guy's got a Worm Slayer, too. Oof. Glad to get rid of him early, then. Now Vanessa doesn't need to be afraid of dudes with bows, so she is free to go and get in trouble elsewhere. I'm just gonna ignore those guys for the moment. They'll be fine down there by themselves. I'm not worried about them. They are packing in the Worm Slayer guys in this map, huh? They're throwing a lot of longbow guys at me too, huh? Longbow's not that bad most of the time. Like the 2 to 3 range is can definitely be pretty brutal, especially if you're not expecting it. But most of the time, a lot of the guys that they wind up giving bows to in this game tend to be pretty weak. So I'm generally really not worried about them. Oof. That's scary. Don't like that. Let's have Erica take this guy out because he's scary. Hey, it's something for Lara Shell to do too. Hey, that's pretty good. Just making Amy kind of deal with this. Wasn't really a great opportunity to get in there prior. Well, let's attract this guy's attention. Oh man, beautiful. Love to see it. Spider time. Okay. Let's keep on going. Change out some people in my group here. So I don't want to drag Ross or Cormac in at this point. Outside of the rest, let me think. Who do I want? Is there anybody in particular that, like, doesn't suck that I want to use? Yeah, Garcia, actually. Trying to decide who my 8th person is going to be on this map. Actually, let me look at the map. Oh, there is treasure here. Okay. Well, in that case, it's a pretty easy choice. Mister, I don't need no stinking keys to open your dang chests. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Hit the buttons too fast. The one serious disadvantage to not using Ephraim in here is that you cannot actually get at your Look, I don't choose what all's gonna be in the map, okay? I'm getting rid of them as fast as I can. But I was gonna say, when you don't use Ephraim, you don't get to have access to your item storage at all during like the fight. It's kind of hoping to avoid somebody getting poisoned, but it is what it is. Uh-oh. 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 Well. God, RNG just does not want me to do the tower or the ruins today at all. It's like, alright, you beat the final boss. Leave me the fuck alone for a little while. God damn, dude. It's like, nah, you're not allowed. You're grounded. Yeah, the game is just straight up just nah. You're not allowed. It's whatever. I'm over it. I don't know. I feel like I've showed off all the interesting stuff that wouldn't take like absolutely fucking ages to do. Because, again, in order to unlock all the like bonus characters, you have to do both the tower and the ruins 3 times each, which is not exactly a quick process. I'm doing a little bit of reading here. So there is a glitch that lets you control enemies. But it's hard and I don't want to do it. But it's neat. I'd say just look up a video about it if you really want to see it. I'm not doing it. It's too much work. I do not have anything else prepared. You know, and I don't have another Star Fox Assault that I can whip out and beat in 2.5 hours. So I'm probably just gonna call the stream here. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel that. The only thing that it would be nice about in this game is making the enemies leave me the fuck alone for 5 minutes. I guess I'll spend the weekend figuring out what the hell I'm gonna stream next. I have no idea. In all seriousness, though, you can use the enemy control in this glitch to actually repair weapons and other equipment. It's just like weird and hard, and you have to do it multiple times in order to make it happen. Because like what you can do is on this map specifically, the map with the Gorgon eggs, you can give items to the Gorgon eggs if you can control them. Like you can have them gain access. You can have Ephraim end the turn next to them and then do the glitch, and then you have them take weapons out of the supply and then let the egg hatch, and then do the glitch again so you can take the items back. It's weird. It's really weird. Again, look up a video on it if you really want to know. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. I actually played through Zero Mission pretty recently, so I don't know that I want to play through it again soon, necessarily. I don't know. What I'll probably wind up doing is I'll probably stare at my shelf for a minute and just think, what video game sounds like it would be fun to play right now? And call that good, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things shake out. Regardless, oh yeah, no, that's the nice thing about playing all these games on original hardware is I can just stare at my shelf instead of having to scroll through folders forever. It's very convenient. It's very nice. But yeah, I'm gonna just call it here. Have a good rest of your night. Hopefully I'll see you next week. See ya.